After 2 years of devastating war in Gaza, a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel has brought a momentary pause, but not peace. The deal, brokered under U.S. President Donald Trump's new peace plan, raises a bigger question: can political pressure bring real reconciliation where bombs have failed? The Hindu editorial explanation: pause, not peace. On the Hamas-Israel ceasefire agreement, Donald Trump should play the honest broker, not a partisan patron. Background: the Israel-Palestine conflict is one of the world's longest-running disputes. Since Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack, Israel launched an aggressive military campaign with the stated goal of dismantling Hamas. Over 2 years, Gaza faced widespread destruction, displacement of 2.3 million people, and international outrage over humanitarian violations. The U.S. under Trump's 20-point peace plan has now engineered a ceasefire involving the release of hostages and prisoners, and partial Israeli troop withdrawal. Main news: ceasefire agreement. Hamas and Israel agree to halt hostilities. Hostage exchange. Hamas to release all living hostages plus bodies of others. Israel to release approximately 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Military withdrawal. Israeli forces retreating from Rafah, south, to Gaza City, north. Trump's role: pushed PM Netanyahu to accept ceasefire despite his earlier vow for total victory. Next phase. Trump's plan includes demilitarizing Hamas, international governance over Gaza, deployment of an international stabilization force. However, Hamas has not agreed to disarm or cede full control, leaving doubts about lasting peace. Analysis 1. Diplomatic pressure over military victory. The ceasefire highlights how international pressure, particularly from the U.S., can override hardline positions. Netanyahu, despite domestic resistance, was compelled by Trump's insistence and international fatigue. 2. Trump's calculated diplomacy. Trump seeks global credibility as a peace broker ahead of U.S. elections. Yet, his record shows partisanship toward Israel, e.g., embassy shift to Jerusalem, cutting Palestinian aid in past term. Thus, his credibility as a neutral mediator remains in doubt. 3. Unfinished peace. The ceasefire doesn't resolve the core issue: Palestinian statehood and Israeli occupation. Continued IDF control over 53% of Gaza shows it's more a tactical retreat than strategic peace. 4. Global implications. The presence of leaders like Macron and Keir Starmer at the Egypt summit shows renewed global focus on the Palestinian question. For India, as a neutral player supporting the two-state solution, such developments reaffirm the need for balanced diplomacy in West Asia. Conclusion: way forward. The ceasefire is a pause in violence, not a pathway to peace. True stability demands Israel ending occupation and allowing Palestinian political autonomy, Hamas relinquishing militant control, the U.S. playing honest broker, not partisan actor, a revived two-state framework with international guarantees. Lasting peace will come not from forced truces, but from justice, mutual recognition, and empathy. After 2 years of war and devastation, a ceasefire in Gaza has brought silence, but not peace. With Donald Trump's peace plan on the table, both Hamas and Israel are under pressure. But can a pause in bombing truly lead to reconciliation? Or is it just another temporary fix in a cycle of endless violence?